But I want to show you something. You said you're looking for solutions on the violence and so forth out here, right? Now, Leviticus 26. Because in order to find the solution, you got to understand what's causing the problem first, right? You got to get to the root of the issue, right? Sure. Leviticus 26 started 14. Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 26.
Now, do you understand why we're out here or what we're teaching just in general? Have you ever seen this before?
I have. I wrote about it before, yeah.
Okay, so what do we teach? Just briefly what you know of.
They want the white man that stripped us of.
Okay, what else?
That's all I taught from one of the priests.
Okay, one of the basic things is right here. Okay, it's nationality according to the Bible, right? So now, where do you fall in at on this sign right here?
Judah.
Judah, right? Yeah, hold it up. Judah. Now, it goes by the lineage of your father. Okay, so your father is a so-called African-American, American black, right? You're from the tribe of Judah, from the nation of Israel, right? Okay. Now, this is the Most High speaking to the children of Israel right here. Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 14.
Go ahead.
But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments.
So now he's going to explain something. If you don't listen to me and do all these commandments, right? Come on.
And if ye shall despise my statutes.
Come on.
Or if your soul abhor my judgments.
Come on.
So that you will not do all my commandments.
So if you decide to disregard what the Bible says, go ahead.
But that ye break my covenant.
And break his commandments, come on.
I also will do this unto you.
So now, I will also do this unto you. Read, watch.
I will even appoint over you terror.
I will appoint over you terror. The Most High said if we break his commandments, he's going to appoint over us terror, right? Come on.
Consumption.
Come on, watch this.
And the burning egg that shall consume the eyes.
All different types of diseases, plagues, and so forth, right? Come on.
And cause sorrow of heart.
Watch this, read.
And ye shall sow your seed in vain.
Part again, 17.
And I will set my face against you.
No, I need that.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Read 17 one more time for him.
And I will set my face against you.
When it says God will set his face against you, what does that mean?
Face against you.
Yeah. You see how I'm looking at you right now, right? Yeah. So God did this to us. That's what he did.
Right.
He turned his back on us. Read on.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
You know this brother right here?
Nephew.
This your nephew. God said, if you disobey my commandments, I'm going to set my face against you, meaning I'm going to turn my back on you. And what's going to happen?
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Your enemies will kill you. Your enemies will shoot you down in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happened to your nephew right here. Right?
Right.
More than likely, it was a what? So-called white man, right? I don't know. It was a black guy. Read on. Watch this.
They that hate you.
But we know based on the history that we've seen throughout this country, our brothers are getting shot down in the streets daily, weekly, monthly, and so forth, right? Read it again, 17.
17. And I will set my face against you.
The Most High said he's going to turn his back against us. Come on.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Come on.
They that hate you.
They that love you.
They that hate you.
But the Bible is telling us the people that hate the nation of Israel
shall reign over you.
Shall rule over you. Go ahead.
And ye shall flee when none pursue you.
We shall flee when none pursue. We know that happened with, what's the brother? Trayvon Martin and so forth, right? The brother had to flee. Okay, there's many different situations where our brothers get shot down in the streets. Go to Deuteronomy 28.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 28. Okay, I'm going to show you the same thing again. Verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass. If thou...
Go to verse 1.
Verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
Come on.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
As a nation, if we hearken unto the voice of the Most High, come on.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
All we had to do is listen to the commandments. Obey everything that was written, and we will be set above all nations on the planet earth, right? Verse 15. This is the contrary. Read.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
Come on.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Come on.
to observe, to do all his commandments
Go ahead.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So all these curses will come upon us and overtake us. That's what we read also in Leviticus 26. Those were the curses as well. Those that hate you shall reign over you. Right? Give me verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's speaking to the children of Israel. Do you know the children of Israel were delivered out of Egypt, right? Under the hand of Moses, right? You know that history. Let my people go, and so forth. They were delivered out of Egypt.
What?
He's telling them, you shall go into Egypt again. Now, when you look at history, or biblical history or world history, the nation of Israel never went back into the physical landmass of Egypt as a nation.
What?
So this is talking about something else. Any idea what it's talking about?
Take it back in.
Okay, so what does Egypt mean?
Bondage.
The brother said bondage.
Bondage.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I'll be trying to keep up, bro.
Okay, trying to keep up. So he know that based on the teachings, right? Give him the scripture.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Out of the land of Egypt.
out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of what?
Bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So Egypt means bondage. Okay, comes from the Greek word Egyptos. Means bondage, restrictions, and slavery, and so forth, right? So go back. Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
Or bondage or slavery
again
the second time.
with ships.
With ships. With ships. How do we get here as a nation? Ships, right? So Moses is talking to who? Who's he writing this to? What people? What's the name? What's the name? The nation of what? Israel. So this proves that's who we are, right? According to the Bible, we are the nation of Israel. Because that only happened to us as a people. We're the only nation that went into slavery or bondage on ships. Right? Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You wouldn't see your homeland again. When you come here on ships, you're not going to see your homeland again as a nation. Now, once we were dropped off here, where do we go back to? We've been here ever since, right? Right. So that's biblical history, which became world history.
Right.
Our history. Right? You know?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Come on.
And there
And there when you get off those ships,
and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
were we not sold when we got here? We were sold to our enemies. Right? Read on.
For bondmen and bondwomen,
Come on.
and no man shall buy you.
No man would save us. No man would be able to save us or redeem us out of these conditions. Because we had many great leaders that tried, but nothing worked, right? Now, you asked us to come up to the particular forum you guys have to try to find the solutions, right? What we read so far, what do you think the solution is in order for us to get out of these conditions?
Usually what you said before, first thing that's where we find the problem.
Right. So what was the reason we were sold into slavery? What did he say? If you don't do what?
I didn't get
You caught it, you forgot it. Verse 15 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Go ahead.
to observe, to do all his commandments,
That's the key right there. All his commandments. Right? Come on.
and his statutes,
Uh-huh.
which I command thee this
A
day.
statute is a law or a commandment as well. A statute just applies during a particular situation. For example, are you married?
I divorced.
Divorced, but you were married, right? Now, your wife had something called a period before, right? Did you sleep with her on her period? You didn't. How long did you wait?
Like a week after.
The week after. That's biblical. The Bible tells you you don't lay with your wife on her menstrual cycle. You gotta wait till the 8th day and so forth, right?
Right.
Those are laws that we gotta keep. Some brothers be like, hey, listen, I like it. Right? That's against God's commandments.
That's right.
What about when you got children? Two children. So after you got a son or a daughter?
Son and daughter.
Son and a daughter. So let's say you had a daughter, right? When your daughter was born, your wife had your daughter. How long did you wait to deal with her again? Give me that.
2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
So how long is that? 2 to 3 months. That's 90 days, 60 days, 90 days.
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Leviticus. Leviticus. Watch this. Let me show you something.
Leviticus chapter 12 and verse 5. But if she bear a maid child,
Start at the top. Start at where it starts at. Verse 1.
Leviticus chapter 12 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying,
Children of Israel. It don't say African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, and so forth. The children of Israel. Read.
Saying, if a woman have conceived seed,
If a woman gets pregnant, come on.
and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days.
7 days. Watch this.
According to the days of separation for her infirmity,
Watch this.
shall she be unclean.
Come on. So it mentions 7 days right there. Read on.
And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised.
So now on the 8th day, he's supposed to be circumcised. Was your son circumcised on the 8th day?
Not sure the exact date, but
Probably not the 8th day, right? But according to the law, we should try to get it done on the 8th day. That's the law. Read on.
And she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying.
30 days. So that's 33 plus 7, which is how much?
33 plus 7, yes, 40 days.
40 days. So if your wife had a boy, you're supposed to wait 40 days before you can deal with her again.
Right.
33 days plus 7. Read on.
She shall touch no hollow thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying be fulfilled.
Now give me the maid child.
Verse 5. But if she bear a maid child,
A female child, right? Go up.
then she shall be unclean 2 weeks,
2 weeks, so that's 14 days, right? Go ahead.
as in her separation.
Come on.
And she shall continue in the blood of her purifying 66 days.
66. Now a score is 20. 66 is how much?
66.
66 plus 14 is how many?
80 days.
80. So you were somewhere in between. You said 2 to 3 months, but it's 80 exactly. So it can't be 72, 73. Let me go ahead and slide up in there. You gotta wait 80 days before you deal with it. That's according to the scriptures.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? These basic laws we don't know as a people. Why? Because they're not teaching them in the Christian church. They want to try to attach Christ down on the cross to every single law in the Bible.
Right.
Okay, and Christ dying on the cross only pertains to the sacrificial law and the things pertaining to sacrifice. Right?
Yeah.
What does what you got?
Lamentations chapter 2 verse 14.
Come on.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee.
So you go to church?
Yep.
What's the denomination?
Amazon.
AME Zion. So that means, what is that? American Methodist Episcopalian Zion. What does that mean? Well, I mean, what does it stand for? American Methodist Episcopalian. What is it?
I never dug into it.
You see that?
Yep.
See? We go to church and we have no idea what we're doing.
That's right.
American Methodist Episcopalian. That's not in the Bible, right? Just like Baptist ain't in the Bible. Pentecostal as a religion is not in the Bible. Pentecost is an actual feast day. Pentecost is 1 day out of the year according to the Bible, not a religion. You see what I'm saying? Baptist comes from John the Baptist. That was a man that his profession was to baptize people. Right? So if your profession is not to baptize, how can you be a Baptist? A pianist plays piano. You see what I'm saying? But we call ourselves, oh, I'm a Baptist. No, you're not. You never baptized nobody in your life, but you're a Baptist. Makes no sense. But AME Zion, these are things that our oppressor taught us. Okay, because basically what happened is, once they brought us here on slave ships, right? They did use the Bible. They used it against us and taught us according to their custom and their ways. What they understood and what they wanted to teach us. For example, Jesus, where's he at? Where's the image of? Right? The one they gave us. The one they gave us, right here. Right? You know according to the Bible that Jesus Christ does not look like that, right? Or do you?
I know it does.
You know that, right? Where can we find it at?
I'm not sure where in the Bible it had a description that didn't fit that.
Right, it does not fit that. But guess what? When they brought us here on slavery, they used the Bible and gave us that image and made us worship them. You see what I'm saying? We were never allowed to read the Bible as a nation. Okay, if you read the Bible, if you were caught reading the Bible, you would be killed, oftentimes. Strung up, beat, whipped, and so forth. So now, read it again. Thy prophets what?
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity.
It's saying the prophets that taught us have not discovered our iniquities. Iniquity means sin, meaning they haven't told us what we've done wrong according to the Bible. Iniquity is what? Give me 1 John. Let's show them what that is. What does it mean to commit sin? Right? Because we got to know what this means. Read.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
What?
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
Whoever commits sin does what? Read it again.
Whosoever committeth sin.
Whosoever committeth sin
transgresseth also the law.
You break God's laws.
Right. For sin is.
This is the definition of sin. Sin is what?
The transgression of the law.
Sin is breaking God's laws. So simple laws like if you deal with your wife after she have a boy before 40 days, you in the midst of sin. If you deal with her before 80 days, you in the midst of sin. You see what I'm saying? Leviticus 21 and 5.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Hey, yo, check this out.
Now,
you gotta read from King James Bible.
Hey brother, you got a beard on your face, right?
Yeah.
Why do you have that on?
I wear it now because of issues with the skin.
Like razor bumps and so forth. So when you would shave, you would get razor bumps. Okay, watch this.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
As a nation, the Most High gave us this law. We should not make baldness on our head. Meaning what? What does that mean?
You shouldn't shave it off. You shouldn't cut it off.
Right. You shouldn't shave it off, right? Like Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather, and so forth, right? Read on.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So now, you didn't know that was a law, but it's a law in the Bible to not shave off your beard. The Most High was trying to show you that. That's why you kept breaking out and so forth.
Right.
Brother, stop shaving it. So you caught on to it. Let me just stop shaving it and maybe your skin conditions will go away, right? Read it again.
They shall
Hey,
not.
look. The sister said that's not in the Bible. We're reading directly out of the Bible.
Bring it out.
When the scriptures come out, demons come out too. But read it again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
We should not make baldness.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Neither should we shave off the corners of our beard, right? Come on.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
Hey, hold on.
Everybody that's around you.
Say what you said again?
That's not the King James Bible because I know the King James Bible is bigger than that.
Brother.
Okay. I guarantee you.
That was a simple comment that just came out your mouth. Our people are simple as hell. Now, Isaiah 58 and 1. Isaiah 58 and 1. Because I heard him make a statement, right? He made a statement that said, if that's the King James Bible, why is he yelling like that? That's what he said.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Read.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud.
Do what?
Cry aloud.
Do what?
Cry aloud.
The Bible says cry aloud. Come on.
Spare not.
Spare not, meaning what? We're not to spare anybody's feelings when it comes to the laws of God. We're supposed to tell you what you're doing wrong according to the scriptures, right? Spare not, come on.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
No, like a flute.
Like a trumpet.
Lift up your voice like a trumpet. A trumpet is a loud instrument, right? Lift up your voice like a trumpet and do what?
And show my people their transgressions.
Show them their transgressions, right?
Right.
That's what we read earlier. The false prophets have not shown our people their iniquities, their transgressions, right? Deuteronomy 20:25. Now, you were formerly married. You're not married anymore. And you went to church, AME Zion, and so forth. Did the women, when they went to church, did they wear pants? Some of them did, right? Deuteronomy 20:25. Watch it.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Come on.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Now, the Bible covers all aspects of our lives. What to eat, what to wear, how to act, what to celebrate, and so forth, right? It says the woman shall not wear what pertains to a man. Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither should a man put on a woman's garment, right? What's that talking about?
You should be walking around dressed like a female.
Right. So now, if they didn't teach that in your church, a woman should not wear what pertains to men, right? Go back to the Lamentations, what you just read earlier.
Bring it up.
Bring it out! Bring it out!
So you can see that the Bible is a real book. It's a true book. Read.
Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee.
Go ahead.
And they have not discovered thine iniquity.
They have not discovered thine iniquity, meaning it's visibly present that you're in the midst of sin, that our people are in sin, and they don't tell you what it is according to the Bible.
Right.
Why? Because we were taught when we were brought here on slavery to worship this image, and there was another doctrine that came with this image. You don't have to obey none of God's commandments. All you got to do is have faith. Faith is an action word. You understand what I'm saying? So now read it again.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee.
Go ahead.
And they have not discovered thine iniquity.
Come on.
To turn away thy captivity.
That's the benefit of showing you your sins. It's to turn your captivity. Right? When we read in Deuteronomy 28:1, read it again. This is turning your captivity. Read 28:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Come on.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
Go ahead.
which I command thee this day,
Go ahead.
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
If you hearken to the voice of the Most High to do His commandment, understand what that means?
Hey, release the construction.
Right, but what is Israel? Israel is what? That's a man. You heard of Abraham before. You heard of Isaac. You heard of Jacob, right? Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Did you know that? Let's read that for him.
Genesis chapter 32 and verse 28.
Watch this.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
Your name shall be called no more Jacob. That's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's son. Abraham's grandson. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
Your name should be called Israel. So now, when we say the children of Israel, Israel had 12 sons. We are the descendants of those 12 sons. You see what I'm saying? Numbers 15:38.
Numbers chapter 15 verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto the children of Israel. Come on.
And bid them.
Bid means command them. Command them to do what?
That they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Make fringes in the borders of your garments. What is that talking about? Fringes in your garments. You see that? So he knows the law, but is he keeping it? I'm asking you.
I don't know.
I ain't got it on.
Do you know what fringes are? You don't know what they are.
It's like him.
No. Yeah, right here.
Right here. These are fringes.
Okay. It's hanging
Read it
out.
again.
It's hanging out.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Make fringes in the borders of your garments. So your border it's already hemmed up, but you got to make fringes on it after that. Right. Like, if you look at the Native American pictures down here at the bottom, you see that's a custom that they kept. You see that? You see all the brothers here on the end of their purple shirts? We're making fringes on our garments. Read on.
That's right. Throughout their generations.
Throughout your generations, meaning what? You should have passed that down. If you knew it, you would have passed it down to your daughter and your son, right? Come on.
Right.
And that they put upon the fringe
And that you put on the fringe
of the borders a ribbon of blue.
You see that? A blue ribbon. You see that? So he never specified the color or the type of the fringe. You can do that however you want to.
But the ribbon is blue.
The ribbon has to be blue. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said the Bible teaches us everything.
Right.
How should your face look as a man? You're supposed to have a beard on your face. What about your head? You're supposed to have some semblance of hair on your head. You can't shave it all the way off. Your clothes, you're supposed to have fringes on. You're not supposed to deal with your wife between 40 and 80 days, depending on the gender of the child and so forth. These are laws that he gave us to keep. You see what I'm saying? Leviticus 23. No, John 10. Let's go to John 10. Let's see what Christ did. John 10, 22.
John chapter 10 verse 22.
And then you come.
And it was at Jerusalem.
Now, I mentioned many different things. How to act, how to dress. Also, what to celebrate. This is the New Testament. This is Jesus the Christ. Read it.
And it was at Jerusalem the feast of dedication.
The who?
The feast of dedication.
This is at Jerusalem, the Feast of Dedication. You ever heard the Feast of Dedication before? You never heard that before. This is in the New Testament. Guess what? They have this Bible in the AME Zion Church, but guess what? They're not teaching it. They teach us to celebrate what? Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, Mother's Day. That's coming up tomorrow, right? Mother's Day ain't in the Bible. The Most High did not tell us to celebrate Mother's Day. Now read that again.
And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication.
It was the feast of dedication. Come on.
And it was winter.
This is a winter quote-unquote holiday or holy day. It's a 8-day time period. It's 8 days, right? 8 days, 7 days. Feast of dedication. 8 days. Okay, read it again.
And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication.
Feast of dedication.
And it was winter.
It's a winter holiday or holy day. Come on.
And Jesus walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
Jesus kept the feast of dedication. Right. Now, in the quote-unquote Hebrew, that feast of dedication is also called Hanukkah. You heard of Hanukkah before? That's what that is. Now, what you have the Jewish man, right? The Jewish man is who? The white man. The white man in Israel today, he calls himself Jewish, right? They're actually keeping our customs. They taught you to celebrate Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, and not the biblical holy days that the Most High set up for us, right? And they taught your pastors that, and their pastors continue to regurgitate that to us. Right. They don't discover our iniquities, what we read in Lamentations. Right. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we ought to do, is just bring our people back to our true customs according to the Bible.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. Take care of us. And the children too. We have repented. How about you? People want to know, who's the king?
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.